Do this and you will never be angry at anyone again. Have you ever felt that rush of anger, almost instantly, like something someone said, or the way they treated you, hit a nerve before you could even think? It could be an insult, a moment of disrespect, a small injustice, and suddenly your whole body responds, tight, tense, ready to explode. But what if you didn't have to react that way? What if you could stay calm? Not by suppressing the anger, but by understanding it. Imagine being so steady inside that no one else's words or behavior could throw you off balance. It might sound like some ideal fantasy, but for the Stoics, that kind of calm was something they practiced every single day. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most powerful principles from Stoic philosophy, one that can completely shift the way you move through stress, conflict, and criticism. If you make this a habit, you can train your mind to stay peaceful, even when the world around you isn't. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to run off to a mountain or live in silence. All you need is a little understanding, some honest reflection, and the willingness to look at things in a new way. Before we go further, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. If you're looking to go deeper with like-minded people, join our community where we share early access to videos and daily insights. Now let's begin. Control versus reaction. Here's the first and most important idea. You can't control everything. Epictetus said it simply: some things are within our control and some things aren't. And yet, so much of our frustration comes from trying to change what we never had power over. We want people to behave, we want fairness, we want respect. But people are unpredictable, sometimes kind, sometimes cruel, often just lost in their own struggles. What the Stoics teach is this: you don't get to control their words, you don't get to control their choices, but you do control yours. The moment you stop chasing control out there and start owning your response in here, you begin to set yourself free. Let that land. Your peace is your job, no one else's. Don't take it personally. It's easy to believe that other people's behavior is about us, but most of the time, it isn't. Marcus Aurelius used to remind himself, "Today I'll meet people who are rude, impatient, selfish." He wasn't being negative, he was being ready. Because when someone lashes out, it's usually coming from their own pain, their fear, their story. It has very little to do with you. And when you can see that clearly, you stop absorbing their storm. You stop carrying around their behavior like it's yours to fix or figure out. You don't have to get caught in someone else's chaos. You can let it pass. Like weather. Now, even though anger shows up quickly, let's ask a deeper question. Is anger useful? What does anger actually do for you? Seneca called it a kind of madness, a temporary loss of reason. And if we're honest, it usually feels powerful at first, but later, we're left cleaning up the damage. Think back to a time you let anger lead. Did it solve the problem? Did it make you proud? Or did it leave regret in its place? When anger rises, pause. Ask, will this help? If the answer is no, then it's just energy slipping through your fingers. This practice isn't about ignoring how you feel. It's about choosing which feelings deserve your voice and which don't. That brings us to one of the most life-changing habits. Pause and reflect. One small pause can change your entire day. The Stoics believed that wisdom lives in the space between stimulus and response. Someone says something cruel. You feel the fire rise. But instead of reacting, you wait. You breathe. You check in. You ask, is this worth disturbing my peace? Most of the time, it's not. Epictetus once said, it's not events that disturb us, but how we interpret them. We often take something small and turn it into something massive, all because we never paused. So take that space. It's where your power lives. Now let's look at time itself, because it has something to teach us too. Everything passes. Nothing lasts forever. Not the frustration, not the moment, not even the feeling. The Stoics saw life as a river, always flowing, never still. Whatever has your heart racing right now, it will fade. What feels heavy today might feel light tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius said, if it won't matter in a week, why let it ruin today? Perspective makes it easier to let go. Not because things don't matter, but because you realize they don't matter forever. Now let's go even deeper. to the real root of so much of our pain. Ego versus peace. Let's be honest. A lot of what makes us angry isn't about what happened. It's about how it made us look or feel. It's ego. We feel disrespected, dismissed, misunderstood. So we react, not just to the moment, but to the wound in our pride. But ask yourself, do I want to be right? Or do I want to be at peace? The Stoics chose peace. They lived from values, not from the need to win or impress. Marcus Aurelius warned, don't let your mind become a slave to others' opinions. When you drop the need to protect your image, you protect your peace instead. But that kind of strength? It doesn't happen by accident. Mental training. Calm isn't a personality trait. It's a practice. Just like the body needs exercise, the mind needs discipline. Marcus Aurelius would expect hardship each morning, not to feel defeated, but to be ready. You can do the same. Use the little annoyances, the traffic, the rude comment, the delay, as practice rounds. Every time you resist the urge to snap, you're getting stronger, and your brain is actually changing. Repeated calm choices create new wiring. The more you practice, the more peace becomes your natural state. And while inner work is personal, your environment plays a big role. Choose your circle. The people around you shape the energy you carry. Be around negativity long enough, and it rubs off. Epictetus said, stay away from complainers or you'll become one. So seek out the calm ones. Notice how they move, how they respond when things go wrong. Learn from their presence. And if you can't find them nearby, find them in pages, in talks like this, in moments of silence. Let your circle reflect the person you want to become. And if this video is helping bring you clarity, feel free to share it with someone who needs it. If you want to support this kind of content, tap the like button. It truly helps. Now let's talk about one more tool, one that's surprisingly light. Use humor. Humor is powerful. Seneca believed in it. Even while teaching about deep, serious truths, sometimes life is just absurd. And the best response isn't anger, it's a smile. Not because it's funny, but because it reminds you not to take it all so personally. Laughter softens the edge, it gives you perspective, and it keeps you grounded. When someone's being rude, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not take the bait. And if humor isn't enough, there's something even quieter. Detach emotionally. Emotional detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. When you stop clinging to how things should be, you begin to accept what is. You stop needing to control the outcome. You stop needing people to behave a certain way. And in that letting go, you find peace. The Stoics practice this daily, not to escape life, but to meet it fully without being shaken. Let the world move, while you stay rooted. And now, let's bring all of this together. Make it a challenge. What if every moment of anger was actually an invitation, a test, a challenge? Can you respond with grace instead of fire? Can you choose silence over snapping back? The Stoics saw life itself as the training ground. Every difficulty was a doorway to strength. Each time you stay calm, you grow. You reinforce your freedom. If you've made it this far, you're not just watching a video, you're committing to a deeper way of living. The Stoics remind us, anger is a choice, peace is a practice, and your response is always yours to choose. So now, comment below. I choose to protect my peace. Let it be your promise, your anchor. If you found this helpful, subscribe to our channel for daily insights into Stoicism, psychology, and personal growth. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And share this with someone who could use a little more calm. Thank you for being here. Stay aware, stay grounded, and above all, choose freedom.